They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station. But if you use it...
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for it. Identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. Especially if they're trying to cover up any involvement with ARC.
I'll reconnect when I've reached their command center. Jensen out.
Where's Longworth? Up in the booth, still pretending to look busy.
Since this lockdown was on hold, Steph isn't officially in mission.
I'm not sure. Maybe she's wished to Kazikhan just in case.
Probably better if we just went silent. Cover her off. Until the LT did what it says.
I might
apologize for the inconvenience.
Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních údajů staniční obsluhy či důstojníků Karvotu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouváme. Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních staniční obsluhy či důstojníků
Service advisory. A security lockdown is imminent. Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants or task officers. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle...
Confirmed. The turret in the maintenance corridor is operational.
These sodding Renos are taking forever. And this lockdown is just another excuse, isn't it?
That's what you're complaining about. What about being ordered?
Heard something.
Make it fast.
Wide, clear on point, nothing. Confirm.
Confirmed on clear.
No sign on wide. Confirm.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yes, I'm coming.
I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. Now that Sarah taken over my Tayong Medical, we've really gone to... Not that we can control what these ones do. We're currently just standing by and letting the most evil biotech company in the world monopoly control the most dangerous weapons on the planet. I wasn't years ago about production of
Balance completely reconfigured and they keep the hand controls. Go around, let's test them a little fast.
Will you relax? We were following orders. We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but what if he did? We don't know what he did when he was in there.
We're soldiers. We don't need an explanation. If we get into trouble, we'll just say the orders came from up high. Which they did.
I'm not sure we were just following orders to hold up in court.
Trust me. We'll be fine.
Chang, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and a lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. These are trying times.
What's this bloody
In the
thing on
streets outside, local police are investigating something that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. I expect everyone at their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Tarvos. And your fellow officers.
North Stairway Patrol.
And me. That is all. Carry on.
Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide. It's becoming part of the world. Needed time out.
Rush on primary. Move.
Forty confirmed.
Might have something.
I remember too. Yes. Of course. I'm sorry, sis. I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you.
Lieutenant Whitaker?
I have to go. Something's come up.
Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Interpol. We have reason to believe someone from Tarvos Security Services tampered with evidence of Ruzicka Station shortly after the terrorist attack occurred. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Interpol? What the hell are you talking about? How dare you accuse Tarvos of collaborating with terrorists?
I'm not accusing Tarvos of anything, yet. I came in here off the record to avoid making things more complicated.
I suppose I should appreciate that. But we're in the business of protecting things, Agent. Not covering them up.
Listen, Lieutenant. You're either towing the company line, or you're hiding something. Either way, there's been a terrorist attack, and Interpol needs to get to the bottom of it. Help me do that, and I promise, if someone here was involved, I'll do everything in my power to ensure it doesn't come down the wrong way.
That's generous of you. But I've already told you, I'm not hiding anything. You can't just break in here in the middle of a lockdown situation and start pointing fingers. Now get out of here the same way you came in. Oh, and Agent, if you ever step foot in this office again without proper approval or actual evidence of wrongdoing, I'll turn you into a ghost. Do I make myself clear?
I may have come in here unannounced, Whitaker, but this attitude of yours is starting to make you look guilty.
Anyone here is guilty of anything. It's you, for trespassing. You bastard!
Chang, talking to Whitaker is not an option. I'm gonna search his office, see what I can find.
Okay, Jensen.
Live heavy equipment test is currently underway in the storage bay. Please remain clear of the area.
Simon, I can't.
Melissa, I don't have time for this. The goddamn train station's on fire.
I know! Your brother-in-law's the one who did it.
What?
I told you Ark was trying to recruit him. When the police find out it was Ivan, they'll come for me.
I can fix this. They've covered up things caught on camera before.
What?
Yeah, but they haven't accessed the stations or telling them data yet. I have to go. I have to do this now. I'll call you, Mel. I promise.
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ. Chang, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and the lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. These are trying times. In the streets outside, local police are investigating something that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. They expect everyone at their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Tarvos.
You are double noted.
And your fellow officers. And me. That is all.
Who's right? I remember too.
Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Inter... There's no need for that, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to disrespect you. I'm just following up on a lead.
Well, your lead is a dead end. It's pretty clear that Ark was behind the bombing. I can assure you that Tarvos had no connection to them. Goodbye, Agent. Get out of my office. We're done here. I have nothing to say to you, Agent.
Chang, I talked to Whitaker. He denies any Tarvos involvement, but I know he's hiding something.
This was a high-tech job, Jensen. And high-tech jobs leave high-tech traces. If you could find something that shows Whitaker knew what was going on...
I can get him to break. I'll see what I can dig up in the IT department.
General message. Please refrain from non-essential communication until the security lockdown has been lifted.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I heard something.
Make it quick.
Flexible strings and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Aaron, up.
You are solid waypoint. That is priority. We're blind here.
most recent strain mutates so quickly, new vaccines become obsolete before they can even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night, not only on aggressive treatments, but on new cures and methodologies that will prevent deadly outbreaks from occurring.
It's not worth it now.
We used it over at the Blade last week.
60 reported, confirmed.
Confirmed. Code 60.
Chang, I talked to Whitaker. He denies any Tarvos involvement, but I know he's hiding something.
This was a high-tech job, Jensen, and high-tech jobs leave high-tech traces. If you could find something that shows Whitaker knew what was going on...
I can get him to break. I'll see what I can dig up in the IT department.
Leaving post.
Stay true.
General message.
And it's a pleasure to
We
speak with you
apologize
too.
for the copy machine being offline.
Full of
We hope to have it
say
fully
that the
functional
Restoration
tomorrow.
Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. It's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as... Education is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false.
Good man. The 1637 wasn't worth it then, and it's not worth it now.
We used it over at the Blade last week and it was flawless. It works, it works.
Why would we use something that's dependent on course of 12? That's just mental. It hasn't been fully tested. How long is it going to take?
We can't rush perfection.
Fine. I'll wait.
Children in daycare. Due to the security lockdown, all children have been moved to a safer facility. Please contact Ms. Nkova.
Until then, I have to reiterate something. Okay, so-called Og paradise in the Middle East. Like, how the hell are the drugs supposed to get there? Can he guarantee the safe passage of a sufficient supply of drugs in But you're gonna get trapped and crushed. Fuck, so there ain't gonna be no escape from command anytime soon.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, Whitaker may be involved in this. He ordered equipment off the record that could have been used to corrupt the footage.
He did something unofficial at Tarvos? That's huge, Jensen.
The information I found is only circumstantial, but it should be enough to shake the truth out of him. I'll contact you if he's willing to talk this time.
Get out of my office. We're done here. Didn't I tell you to leave? Who's your superior?
Shut it, Whitaker. I know the station's IntelliCam footage was corrupted by a modified RDT device. And I also know you borrowed one from this office right around the time the bombs went off.
You don't quit, do you, Agent? Where's your proof?
Your IT department sent an email. Alan, the LT, came to me today. Demanded I give him an RDT device reconfigured to spot corrupt digital data. Said he'd submit the paperwork later. Shall I continue, or would you like to explain now?
It's not what it looks like. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not an AUG sympathizer. And it wasn't a Tarvos mandate, or anything like that. I had to protect my sister.
Your sister? Your sister was the bomber?
No, she would never. It was her husband. Ark got to him. Brainwashed him somehow. My brother-in-law was a proud man. Was a good mechanic. But after the incident, people didn't trust dogs around machinery.
He lost his job. He and your sister would have been forced to move to Gollum City then. You sure he was a member of ARC?
Isn't everyone in that place? And you have to be if you want to survive. When he lost his license to work, he became bitter and resentful. Ark must have preyed on that. It's what terrorists do.
It's what somebody did. I'm just not sure it was Ark. I need his name, Lieutenant.
He's dead. But my sister isn't. You ID the bomber, and the next thing that happens is the police start tearing through Gollum City looking for her. So no, I'm not telling you his name.
get that you want to protect your sister, Lieutenant, and I even agree. Once the bomber's name gets out, she probably will be in danger. But I can help with that, if you give me the name.
I swear to you, she had nothing to do with the attack. And my brother-in-law... Ivan was just a pawn. He couldn't organize anything if he tried. Burke. His name was Ivan Burke.
Did your sister ever mention anyone else from ARC? Someone Ivan might have spent a lot of time with?
You mean the one who recruited him? No, not specifically, no. There were a couple of guys he'd sometimes drink with. T-Bone, Lou Bosch... I don't know. Oh, but there was this one guy. He came by their apartment about a week ago. The big Russian. Left a note and signed it Old Blue Eye. She said he seemed friendly enough, but was glad he didn't stay.
And your sister? If I'm gonna help her, I need her name too.
Melissa. If you're serious about helping her, there are only two ways you can. Get her out of there. Or keep Ivan's name out of it.
I understand. That was a neat trick, the way you corrupted the Intellicam data. Any chance it can be restored?
No. The remote data transfer device I use is very efficient. There's no way to recover the original data.
Has Tarvos tampered with footage like this in the past?
I'm in enough trouble as it is, Agent. I'm not adding more by answering that.
I appreciate your coming clean, Lieutenant. Even so, I wouldn't leave town if I were you. You've made this investigation harder than it should have been.
I have no intention of leaving. Why? What are you going to do now?
I get that you acted to protect your sister, and that you're worried she'll be put at risk. I'll do my best to keep names out of my report for now, but I can't guarantee they won't be needed in the future.
I see. I appreciate you giving me and my sister a chance, Agent. I'll make sure an officer is waiting at the lift. It'll take you down to the metro level. Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. In the midst of our lockdown, an Interpol agent penetrated our defenses. We'll deal with the ramifications later. For now, show him to the lift so we can access the metro. Whitaker, out.
Before you go, allow me to offer you a token of my appreciation. Some whiskey, perhaps?
Thanks again for being understanding about this. We'll be given a clear route to the metro level.
You hear that?
Well, back to your duties then.
this.
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ.
It will now be later in room 1290.
Can you check that out?
That's enough. We've got work to do.
Thanks again for being understanding about this. We'll be given a clear route to the metro level.
I'm not augmented, but I have many friends who are.
You're in the wrong place, Hansa. The lift to the metro is out in the hall.
Now.
Request confirmed.
Right now. Your email should be running normally again.
Thanks. Kevin, right? Not bad for a new guy.
If you have any more issues,
You're looking for the lift. It's at the end of the hall.
Hey, this is the lift that'll get you to the metro level. You must be pretty crafty if you got through our defenses.
Reminder. Any employees infected or lose their weapons will be fined.
Chang. You got here quick. So let's have it, Jensen. Who's our bomber, and how the hell is Tarvos involved?
The footage was corrupted by a Tarvos officer to protect the identity of a family member.
Okay, so who is the bomber?
The bomber doesn't matter. Someone within ARC is acting against Rucker's ideals. They recruited a nobody with very few options in life to be nothing more than a pawn in all this.
Great work, Jensen. You get into trouble? There are reports of a break-in at Tarvos.
There's a reason they call Tarvos the best private security company in the world.